Every national park site in South Carolina explained in less than 3 minutes as voted on by you. As a South Carolinian, this warms my heart. Thank you for voting for it. We'll start with the flagship Congaree National Park, located smack dab in the middle of the state. Congaree protects North America's largest remaining old-growth hardwood bottomland forest. That's a mouthful, but it's just the fancy way of saying that this is a very large, very old forest located in the floodplain of the Congaree River. When these floods come through, they bring with them a whole bunch of nutrients, which create very rich growing conditions for this entire forest. Congaree's other claims to fame include synchronous fireflies and the infamous mosquito meter. Down in Charleston, you've got two NPS sites, Fort Sumter and Fort Moultrie National Historical Park. Two forts, one park here. Both were instrumental in the defense of Charleston Harbor at various points in history. Fort Sumter is famous for being the location where the first shots of the American Civil War were fired, and Fort Moultrie actually traces its roots back to the Revolutionary War era. It survived a British bombardment because it was built out of absorbent palmetto logs, since South Carolina becoming the palmetto state. Also in Charleston is Charles Pinckney National Historic Site, preserving the former home and plantation of the founding father Charles Pinckney. Pinckney was one of the principal authors of the U.S. Constitution and longtime South Carolina politician. You can learn about his life, contributions, and the history of slavery here. Just down the coast in Beaufort, South Carolina, is the state's newest NPS unit, Reconstruction Era National Historical Park. This park protects several disconnected sites, all of which together interpret the history of the Reconstruction era following the Civil War, the first NPS unit in the country to do so. Moving up to the state's interior, there's 96 National Historic Site. This park interprets two main eras of history. There's the colonial backcountry era, when this site served as a major frontier outpost in the mid-1700s. Conflicts with the Cherokee tribe occurred here also during this time period and are interpreted at the park today as well. And then there's the Revolutionary War era. 96 was the first place outside of New England to see battle during that war back in 1775, but then also it was a big factor in the Southern campaign of the American Revolution, when the longest field siege of the war took place here in 1781. Revolutionary War sites are pretty common in South Carolina actually, and its final two NPS sites both protect battlefields from that era. Kings Mountain National Military Park protects the site of a major battle in the Southern campaign. Thomas Jefferson referred to the battle as, quote, the turn of the tide of success, and was the first American victory in the South following the British invasion of Charleston in May 1780. And then, in January 1781, the Battle of Cowpens took place, an American victory which is considered to be the turning point of the war in the South and part of a series of events which led to the eventual victory at Yorktown. This site is protected today as Cowpens National Battlefield. And there you have it, all 7 NPS sites in South Carolina. Comment down below with which state/territory you want to see next. The one with the most likes wins. Be sure to check the description for what's already been covered. Do not waste your vote.